and sanitize our hands frequently.
Hey guys, today I'm at SeaWorld Orlando, just reopened from the coronavirus. I thought I'd check it out and review it. It's different before because you have to wear a mask like I'm wearing now, and before you can even enter you have to have your temperature checked. It's a lot different here. There was no social distancing in the parking lot. The line was so crowded it was all the way down to where you park to even get into security, and no one was wearing their masks. At least 3 people coughed or sneezed in front of me without a mask. So already I'm not feeling very positive about this. And as I look around the park, many people, if they don't have a mask on, they have it like down their nose like this, which does nothing. So I'm not very positive. I've already done review videos of Universal Studios, went much better. So I'm just getting here. I'm gonna take a look around the park and show you things and see what's going on. But so far I don't have a good feeling about this place at all. Alright guys, so I'm just going to take a little tour around the park, and you've probably seen some of these videos. I don't want to point people out, but a lot of people are not wearing their masks at all. They're around their neck, but they're not on their face. So here's a dolphin nursery when you come into the park and you head to the right. This is a pretty cool section. It's a good place to come with your kids and just pop up and see some dolphins. I don't see any at the moment. I think they're in the back there. But it's definitely fun for kids and the family to see. But there's another one later I'll show you. Alright guys, so here's a line to get into a restaurant. And as you can see, absolutely no social distancing. These are all just strangers cluttered together. That's pretty awful. That's how coronavirus spreads, being in a group, mask or not. And in that group, there's definitely some people with no mask at all, not even around their neck. So I'm not the social distancing police. I just want to show you how it is here compared to other parks. Universal's been doing a pretty good job. This place so far, with me being in here for like 10 minutes, is awful for social distancing. Cases are going crazy right now with the coronavirus in Florida. This is only a Wednesday afternoon, not even a weekend, and I'm already seeing this, so I really don't feel comfortable being here. And I'm an annual pass holder. Before this coronavirus, I come here like 5-6 days a week maybe. I live close by, always pop in. It's a great park, I love it. So I'm very disappointed seeing it so far. I'm gonna go check out Sesame Land and some other things and see how that is. And then that'll wrap this video up. But so far, SeaWorld is not looking too great. Alright guys, so this is Shark Encounter. This is a cool like aquarium where you can see lots of fish and sharks at the end. You walk through these tunnels. It's really cool to look at. It's like one big inner tube. I don't know about now in this situation being stuck in a tube right now in close proximity, but you know, there's markers on the ground for social distancing, but you can see nobody's following those. But I'm just going to try to enjoy the day and have a good time.
Long before dinosaurs, long before bears, long before humans, there were sharks. There are more than 50 different types of sharks, all so different in size, shape, color, diameter, speed, and
As you can see here guys, some of the games you play are not operating, which no big deal. Most people don't come here for that. Here's the roller coaster, Mako. It's a pretty cool shark ride. This is the line out here. It says 40 minutes. As you can see, everyone's clustered together all the way down here.
We can do it for a minute.
So that's where the line ends. Pretty big cluster. A lot of people aren't wearing masks in that line either again. So, you know, if you come here, I want you to have a good time. I want to have a good time. But you got to be safe and smart and just follow the rules. And it should be a good time. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Sesame Street Land. That's always the coolest place here. I love it. So I'm going to show you that. Infinity Falls. This is a popular water ride here. Very cool ride, nice boat ride through the rapids. You get pretty wet, pretty fun. There's a pretty big line going around this bridge over here, so it's pretty crowded. Like I said, a Wednesday normally, it's not very busy, and we don't even have like the out-of-town tourists and stuff. Everything's kind of on lockdown still. So these are all locals. So that's bad news for when more people come from out of state. This place is going to be slammed. I don't think they can handle that kind of crowds with social distancing, but hopefully they can work it out. I love SeaWorld. Alright guys, so this here is a face covering relaxation zone. It's just a small section of the park where you can take off your mask. You don't have to wear it here. This was a smoking section, I guess, until just recently, so now you can just stand here undercover, I guess, for a little bit, take off your mask. It's not as big and good as Universal's necessarily, but at least it's something if you want to take off your mask and just chill out. Alright guys, and now here's a happy place, Sesame Street Land. This is a great place for kids and families to go. I'm going to take a quick tour. Alright guys, first up here's the Sea Carousel. It's just your typical carousel, but with fish theme. It's not in operation, I'm not sure why. Maybe they can't social distance, but I'm not sure. I mean, I guess you could put every other or something, but that's not open. But this is really before Sesame Street Land, it's not a part of it. So once you actually get through all the long security and the temperature checks and all that, it isn't actually that busy for a Wednesday after all, I'm noticing. The big rides, yes, there's 40-minute waits and stuff like that. But you can see Sesame Street Land here is pretty dead, pretty quiet. And this is a popular, great kids place to go. So it's not all that bad once you get in. Like I said, most people aren't wearing their masks. Not a lot of social distancing. But if you're in open air like this, it's really not a problem when it's not crowded. So over here, this is Elmo's Choo Choo Train. This is for little kids. Get in line here and these kids ride on this little train that goes a little track. That's a nice little ride for the little ones. Then in this land here, this is where you can get some food from a food truck over here for kids, chicken fingers and sandwiches. This is Cookie Monster Interactive food truck, which is really fun for the kids. I'm not sure why they have that open. Most people would close that for social distancing because kids touch all those buttons over and over again and there's no one around to clean them. But it is fun, so if you want to go do that, it's open. It's right there. Anyone can just walk up. It's free to play, and it's pretty cool. As you can see here, this is Rosita's Harmony Hills. It's a little playground. It's blocked off. Obviously, they don't want kids playing and touching all the equipment, and then they have to clean it up after. So this part of the park, you know, there's a lot of things that are interactive that are not working, unfortunately. So if you're looking for a trip to come here, you might want to wait until everything's open. After the coronavirus, we find a vaccine or cure or something, because until then these things won't be open and you get less for your money. Over here, this is Big Bird's Twirl and Whirl, kind of like teacups that spin around. As you can see, the attraction is closed. I'm not sure again why that can't be open. We're putting like 1 or 2 people on and going. I guess it's not worth it operating, but it's a really fun ride when you do get to see it. Unfortunately, it looks like it won't be a while till you can. So this over here is Cookie Monster's Cookie Drop. This is pretty fun for kids. You get in a seat there and it goes up top and then drops you down slowly. So it's kind of like a free-for-all, like a Dr. Doom at Universal, only for kids. So that's fun and that's operational, so that's great to see. Now over here, this is a roller coaster. This is Grover's roller coaster from Sesame Street. This is one of the best rides in the park, I think, altogether, but it is a kid roller coaster, so it's great for kids and family, but it's also good for adults too. So here's the line for the Super Grover's boxcar, the roller coaster I just showed you. As you can see, this is it right here. There's no social distancing in that line. It's just wall to wall stuck together. So that part's unfortunate. If you worry about coronavirus, I don't know about that line. There's no social distancing. But it is a great ride. As I said, it's a family park and it's very, very good to go to. It's fun. So it's up to you if you want to make that call. Okay guys, so this ride is Abby's Flower Tower. This is pretty cool. You get in like little flower pots and it spins up and down. And you can make it turn, I believe, inside and stuff. I've been on it in the past, it's not in a while. So So that's cool for kids to do. That's open, not too big a line and everything, seems alright. So there's a lot to do here in Sesame Street. You can also go over here in Hooper's store and you can actually meet Elmo and Cookie Monster, buy some merchandise, and there's some more interactive exhibits. So it's a really great place. If you want to go to SeaWorld, if this is like a #1 stop, I would say for your kids, this is pretty fun. So I do love this place. I'm glad to see it back. I just wish things were a little different in the world right now. If you like Sesame Street merchandise, always wanted one of the stuffed animals, Hooper's store has pretty much every guy from the show you can get and all sorts of merchandise around here. Wall-to-wall books, clothes. It's really great if you want Sesame Street merchandise. Okay guys, so apparently I was wrong. This is where you meet Elmo and Cookie Monster. I guess that's shut down because of the coronavirus protocol. They're probably out somewhere in the park where you can see them from a distance and wave and take a picture. But normally you would come in here and line up and you get to hug them and do all that. So I didn't realize that was closed right now. I should have known better on that, but they're just trying to be safe and keep everyone at a distance. Alright guys, now this is where you find sea lions at SeaWorld. This is a whole little area. You can just walk over here. You used to be able to feed them. I'm not sure if that's still going on. It doesn't look like it. You could buy fish and throw it to them. So this is fun for families to see sea lions. Fun for anyone really. It's pretty cool. They're cool creatures. And it's not very crowded over here, so this is a good place to get away from people and to see something cool. Alright guys, so this is the Stingray Lagoon, and as you can see this is closed off. This is a great exhibit usually where you can come and touch the stingrays and feed them and stuff. Unfortunately you can't do that with social distancing, so that's not open. It's unfortunate, but you know, you gotta try to stay safe. Also guys, if you come here, no water fountains outside are working at all. It's a big difference between Universal and SeaWorld. You can still get free water at Universal. So it says here complimentary water if you go to like a restaurant or something. But that's just huge lines to get a glass of water. So it's an inconvenience unfortunately, but it's just part of the deal. Alright guys, as promised from the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you some dolphins. This is a great underwater viewing area. Usually not too crowded, we'll see. But you get to see them in glass underwater. It's pretty good. Hey guys, so here is a little alligator exhibit. These are all like baby alligators, small alligators. But you can come out and check these out here. There's never any line to come by here. You know, you just doesn't get too pretty crowded. Everyone here in Florida has seen gators many times up close and personal. But they're still cool to look at. They're just sunbathing right now. And some are in the water just hanging out, you know, getting a tan. So that's cool though. It's good for kids and stuff to see these, especially if you're from out of state and you haven't seen these up close before. Alright guys, just checking out some manatees here. These guys are pretty cool. They're like sea cows. Kind of look like torpedoes. So this is a great thing to do also with your family and stuff. You come here and check out these animals you can't see anywhere else pretty much. Okay guys, so I'm about to wrap up my trip here to SeaWorld, my first time back since the coronavirus shut everything down. Let me just say, I'm an annual pass holder and I come here all the time before this had happened, and I love SeaWorld. It's a great family park. It's really fun to go to. The annual pass is cheap and there's a lot to do for kids and family and everything. So I do love the park. Unfortunately this time I wouldn't recommend coming here because it doesn't seem like they're quite ready just yet. Maybe it's the people, the guests here. A lot of people are not social distancing, not wearing their mask. And this is only with locals here. So when out-of-towners come, people from other countries and other states, and it gets more crowded, I think it's going to be a big problem. I hate to say that. Like I said, I love the park, I really do. So if you're worried about coronavirus and stuff like that, I don't recommend this theme park at the moment. If you don't care about that, you can go and have a great time. I still had fun. You just got to be a little more cautious, and there's a lot more to get through, a lot of hoops to go through. So it's totally different, you know, getting in and doing certain things, and some things are not open. So I would wait a little bit personally. But like I said, I have the annual pass and live close here, so if I can come in and have a good time on a not crowded day, not too bad, I still think it's a good time. But like I said, there's some obstacles in the way, and I don't fully recommend it. But like I said, great park, love SeaWorld. I really support them. Glad people are back to work here and everything like that. So I just hope things change in the future. So if you also like videos like this, I have Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure reopened, and Universal Studios, as well as Chuck E. Cheese. And I'll be covering some other things too, so that's on my channel if you want to like and subscribe. I also do a bunch of other things like some comedies and other reviews, movies, stuff like that. Thank you for joining me, and have a good time.